Alright, what is up, everybody? We are just getting started here. Got Browns versus Lions. Trying to come back from a loss that I took last week. See what we can't do this week against the lackluster, looks like I think 1-7 or 1-8 Lions.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago, the dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10. Meanwhile,
I would say we are starting off with the ball this game.
Exactly,
I don't know if we can get off to a big start.
But boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb.
There we go.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 11 carries, 82 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he'll go down, but not before.
God damn it, I love Madden.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Too bad I used up my one good catch this early in the game, so I guess we're going to see how this is going to go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
And that's coming back 10 yards. Nice.
After a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mayfield.
Oh, no.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that.
Yep. Put it on the 1 yard line.
One, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Holy shit, I almost put it in the end zone on a kickoff.
Valentine. Now a hit and a loose football.
The kicker just forced that fumble. That was kind of impressive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up.
Man, that dude is a quick little back in this game.
Pick up there as that extends this drive.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, shit.
Slant as the throw's complete. And he takes
God
this
damn.
way down deep into Cleveland territory.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
To throw is gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And in for the Lions touchdown.
All right, well, I guess the Lions can move the ball in this game.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Is that in?
Holiday shoppers.
Wow, it was.
All those guys get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Let's go.
Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ballantyne to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 11 now. Goff. He'll drop this.
Yeah, roughing the passer.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Damn it.
Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. There's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Come on.
He'll be taken down, but not before
Hit the goddamn ball carrier, boy.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That could have been a huge gain.
Players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be taken down.
There we go.
Sacked. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And some room
Gone.
He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense set to take over.
What's up, guys? Just tuning in. We're a big first quarter.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They
see if we can get another stop on defense.
Left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. Let's face it, if you want to get back
Jared,
into the game,
who were you throwing to, man? Who were you throwing to?
Right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return.
Oh, I ran right into him. Dang it.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call
Man,
it.
even in the game, the Lions are just as bad as they are in real life. It's kind of depressing being a Lions fan.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he'll go down here at the 35.
Like, it really is kind of sad to see, you know.
Teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gets around him, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 109 yards rushing
Oh,
for him so
Nick
far.
Chubb's X Factor. Let's go.
1,400 for the year.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
That shouldn't have been a catch. That should have been picked. That.
But oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try again with Chubb. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
No.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
All right.
He will be brought down
well.
shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
Let's go.
This one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Ballantyne to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Dial up a little pressure. This might be dumb, but can afford it.
On 2nd down, Swift.
I love how we dial up the pressure and he fucking runs for 10 yards. Makes sense.
5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. This one swung out to Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to
They're just deflated right now.
Fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ballantyne to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Goff throwing again. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're able to get this one.
Is that Austin Pettis? I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Goff on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard
Let's go.
Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Are they really not going to call that timeout? That's a weird flex.
In this game, obviously pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Ballantyne to return. And he's up across the 20.
Smacked.
Down at the 28. Getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd, and they have a mountainous deficit.
I'm really sorry I gotta be this mean to y'all, Detroit. I am.
So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Man.
He's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Landry. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there, as they'll get 20 and a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace.
Oh, it's a blitz. They're down with a blitz.
Football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is incomplete.
Come on, man. Hit him in stride.
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed him perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 146 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And again, it's Chubb.
Oh, no.
But we do have a flag down.
Holding.
Already marching backward.
Dang it, dude.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown.
Yup.
3rd on the year. And the Browns continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now, as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
That wasn't Valentine. Huh.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we
At
would
the
have
half.
seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches
At the half, bruh, it's past halftime.
As a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
An Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line.
No, dude.
Used to the ground shaking, so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Looking left side, and he's
man.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Back to throw, Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes
nobody home in the zone. Nobody home.
For him, and it's another first down. Goff now looking to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise. And he was
suplex.
Yeah, the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
No way.
Field goal catches every
Wow.
and the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That was pretty sweet. I was not expecting that.
Especially when the defense sells out against the run, he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Yeah, but I'm trying to boost my return stats. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 161 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football.
Beautiful day for Nick Chubb.
Continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
Go, baby.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
23 here on the year. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out now come the Lions. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
I really wonder what Jared's rating is in this game. It's got me generally curious. Not gonna lie.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to involve Hawk more than they have.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
This is probably really dumb. Except Goff can't throw.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Another pick six.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Even if it's a borderline perfect kick, I still can't put it in the end zone. Oh my God. Bro, this is so ugly.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
Poor Lions, man.
Coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Oh, no. You could have picked that easy, dude.
Certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Landry, agile footwork. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins taking a late lead over the Jets. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside.
Brutal.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Big hole up the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point.
Oh, no. Is his X Factor off now?
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Nah, we want Chubb in there.
3 timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Chubb again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ballantyne to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this
Poor Lions, man.
would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that
Surprise.
that's the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 35 on second down, Goff, and he drops it incomplete.
Good thing Quintez Cephas can't catch.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that's incomplete.
Wow.
Frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself.
Yeah.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Some
However,
grabby.
we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
See if I can get Chubb back in the end zone one more time.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Yep.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ballantyne to return. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh my God.
Browns, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Holy shit.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Ballantyne to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets this complete to Cephas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops
wow.
just a little bit shy of midfield.
They must have had some butterfingers before this game.
That kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
man, poor Lions, dude.
They did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick
Alrighty, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm about to shut this down here. I'm going to hop over on some Warzone for probably the rest of the night.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank
So I will catch you on the next stream.
We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sport.